Hi, everybody. I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Welcome to Turner Classic Movies. Very few films stand at 100% on the movie review website Rotten Tomatoes, but every critic who has seen Alexandre Philippe's new documentary 7852, a thorough examination of the shower scene in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, likes it, and they should. It's terrific. So who better to co-host our month-long Hitchcock Spotlight than Alexandre Philippe? Welcome back, Alexandre.
Thank you, Ben.
Up next, a film examining what might be the perfect crime, getting a stranger to kill for you while you kill for him. From 1951, Farley Granger and Robert Walker star in Strangers on a Train. So if Hitchcock had had 4 straight box office failures and to some extent critical failures with the Paradine Case and Rope and Under Capricorn and Stage Fright, it all ended here with Strangers on a Train.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he just came back with a bang here. It's really, truly one of the greats, one of my absolute, hands-down favorite Hitchcock films.
Yeah, mine too. What do we see in Strangers on a Train that is particularly Alfred Hitchcock?
You know, just starting with this sort of forces of antagonism coming to a head, right? The two strangers meeting on a train. What a great sort of opening sequence. You know, you're following the footsteps, clearly different shoes, belonging to very different men.
Right, tells you, the shoes tell you everything. All of, the whole wardrobe tells you everything about
Right.
what you need to know about these guys.
Right, for sure. And I think this idea of forces of antagonism coming together, it's what we are taught in dramatic writing schools, right? It's the two antagonists are like two trains leaving a station, and the trains pick up, speed, and then wham, right? And Hitchcock actually does that, but in the very first sequence. They come together, in fact, inside a train.
There is little doubt as you watch this movie, again, it had to get past the censors, that there is some homoeroticism happening between Farley Granger and Robert Walker, yes?
Yes, very much, and same as in Rope as well.
Yeah.
And in fact, Farley Granger in both movies, also in both movies, the victim of a sociopath.
Yes. More of a victim here than he is in Rope,
Very much so.
where he was also
Where he was roped into.
Hitchcock wanted his first choice for the Farley Granger part, the role of the tennis player. He wanted William Holden. We should tell people who don't know. We mentioned a little of the story, but again, this is the story of two strangers who meet on a train. Robert Walker accidentally on a train, and in a conversation totally controlled by Robert Walker, sort of turns it into a request that they each kill for the other to get rid of someone that the other doesn't want in their lives.
Yeah, I mean, it's really what you would call a doppelganger movie. Bruno embodies the darkest wishes of Guy.
That's right. And Bruno is Robert Walker.
Yes, absolutely. And so, but what's also really fantastic is the use of an object, the lighter, which creates what Robert McKee would actually call the unity of opposites. It is the one thing that binds the antagonists together in conflict until it has to be resolved. One has to emerge the victor. And
you pointed out, I think when we were talking about Rope, that here in Strangers on a Train, Robert Walker is really, he's the protagonist and the antagonist. He drives the story. Well, he's the villain.
He's the protagonist and the villain, and Guy Anthony is actually the antagonist. He is the one who's trying to prevent the action from happening, which is fairly unusual. What's also really unusual is the fact that the villain gets as much screen time as Bruno does in this particular movie. I mean, I think he gets almost equal screen time as Guy. It's, you never see that. The fact that you get to spend some quality time with him and his mother, get a sense of his sort of dysfunctional family, you never really see that.
Hitchcock certainly understood casting, and he wanted Robert Walker because this was Robert Walker against type. Robert Walker was always likable in movies until right here.
And he's so chilling in this. Remarkable.
All right, well, let's take a look at it. More to discuss afterwards, as always, with Hitchcock. From 1951, based on a novel by Patricia Highsmith, with a screenplay co-written by Raymond Chandler. More about Chandler after the movie. Strangers on a Train.